someday you might have to help a deaf person in an emergency situation.
Or you may want help from a deaf person. In either case, stay with us, and you may learn some signs that could save a life as we learn to say it with sign.
Hi, welcome to Say It with Sign. I'm Larry.
And I'm Sharon. Today we're going to be talking about emergency signs. And some of these signs could be very vital in various situations where you might need some help. We have a friend who recently told us a story about a paramedic group.
My friend, we're going to sign paramedic like that. My friend teaches paramedic sign language. There's 30 paramedics in the class, and one day she's teaching them, you know, hi, hello, how are you, and all the emergency signs, where does it hurt, all those things. And one day, they're in the hospital where they teach the class, and the emergency room called and says a deaf man had just been plowed over by a car, was brought in unconscious, and needed some help in sign language. So the 30 of them
they were very excited to be able to use their sign language.
Communicate with a deaf person, really going to happen. So the 30 of them plowed on downstairs to the ER with the teacher, and they circled around the table, waiting for the deaf man to wake up from his unconsciousness. Well, when he woke up, wouldn't you know it, they all were signing at the same time. They said, how are you? Where do you hurt? Are you okay? You're going to be 30 people in white coats signing, and one teacher, and this man went... He thought he had died and gone to heaven. He said, I always thought that if I died, that heaven, all the people would know sign language. So I think sign language might someday help you.
We also were talking about, we saw a book, a sign language book, and on the front of the book, there are 3 people in a boat and a body underwater and just the hands up above the water signing help. And 2 of the people in the boat are deaf. Now, we don't expect you to drown, but if you do, you might be able to ask for help in a special way.
You might even be a lifeguard. I used to be a lifeguard, and I always would hear, help, help, or see hands wailing. I imagine that now lots of people know sign language. They know that I can't hear them. They might be going...
But Larry can hear you.
I can hear you. I'm fine. I'm
It's just if the ocean is loud that he couldn't hear you.
You might even be able to sign something that might save your life. Imagine someone kidnapped you, and you were on TV and saying, everything is okay, but you're really signing...
Help.
Help.
So you can pass secret messages via the signs. We do that every once in a while, not exactly that serious, but at a party. If you're standing in the corner with somebody who's got you cornered, and you're trying to talk about something, but you're embarrassed, we look at each other and say, help, help, come over here and save me.
From this person. Or you might even want to be, you know, I'm imagining you're in a car, and you're waving to people, but really underneath you, someone sticks up their hand and goes,
help, save me.
Save me, I'm stuck, something's wrong. You might even...
I was just going to say, we sign to each other in our cars. Sometimes our lives get so busy that we drive past each other. We don't even meet at the house. And I'll be driving out of the driveway, and he'll be driving in. And we'll sign things like, go buy bananas today, or whatever.
I forgot the book, please bring me the book. You might even be in a movie theater where someone yells, fire, and the alarm starts to go off, and what happens? Everyone plows out, and the deaf people still sitting there. They don't know what's going on.
You can sign fire.
Fire. Okay, let's teach you a few signs.
That's right.
Signs that may help you. First sign, you. Take your finger, point it. You. Good sign, you can point to me. You, me, and he. Man over there. He. If I pointed to Sharon, it would be she. I might point to you, it would be you. I could point to the dog. See the dog? It would be dog. This is the you, me, he sign. And we have the sign she. She meaning Sharon, she. And you can use the same sign when you point over there, or even over there. Sign language, you can, it's polite to point. Okay, we want this sign. Take this C handshake. This is the look for sign. We're going to put it in front of our hand and look for, search.
Imagine you're Sherlock Holmes, and that's your magnifying glass.
Magnifying glass. Take the same finger, put it under your lip. Imagine there's a piece of peanut butter there, and flick it off. Tell. It works just great. Tell. Tell. Some people go tell from under the chin. Doesn't work. You have to go tell. Tell you. Tell me. Tell Sharon. Tell everyone
So
to...
that wherever the finger goes...
is telling.
the person they
to
can-
ride. Take the same hand you use for search. Left-handed people, use your right hand. Right-handed people, use your left hand. Take these two fingers, bend them. Pop them into you, and go ride.
He's doing it right-handed now.
Ride. Left-handed people, ride. You could ride the bus. You could ride a little chairlift. You could ride those little cars up in the sky. Have a good time. Wrong. Take your hand, Y hand shape. Open it up like this. Bend your fingers over. Wrong. Lots of wrongs. Wrong, wrong, wrong. Errors.
Lots of mistakes.
Wrongs. And sit. Take your hands. Sit.
Yeah, you
I'm not
were
wrong. I'm
quick.
sit. Take your hands, bend them like this. Middle finger. Put one over here on your forehead, one in your belly button, and go sick. Sick. If you're really sick, you're sick. Facial expression important. Sharon?
And if you're sick, you go to, perhaps, the hospital.
Hope not.
2 fingers, index finger and middle finger, fingers are together, and you draw a cross, like the Red Cross, on your arm. Hospital. Another important thing you might want to know is how to call the police. Make a C again, and this time put the C right where the badge is on the policeman. Police. Police. And
Police.
another important police. Another important sign is fire. 5 hands, all your fingers are out, and you wiggle your fingers independent of one another. They all wiggle and kind of circle one another. Fire. Fire. As he warms his hands on my fire. And then a fire station is the sign for fire plus the sign for house. When you put them together, it's a fire station. Fire station. And if you're hurting or sick, you might see a doctor. Just take your pulse. Take your pulse with all your fingers. Doctor. Doctor. And if it's really bad, you need an ambulance. Now, this represents the light on the top of the ambulance, and you just have your thumb kind of in, but your hand is open. And you circle your hand like this, and you do it kind of high because it's at the top of the car. So, ambulance. And how do you get an ambulance? By telephoning. A telephone to telephone. Your baby finger is at your mouth, that's the speaker, and the thumb is the receiver. So there's your telephone. You see the hand shape? It's that same hand shape that we used for wrong.
I still like
thumb
your
and baby
dad's.
finger.
Your dad's deaf, and he remembers telephone.
That's right, where you
Telephone.
held the hand, where you held the earpiece. Telephone. Telephone.
Telephone. Need. Need. Take your hand, bend
Index
it down.
finger bent.
Need. Depends how much you need to go. You have to go. You
Need.
should go. Need.
And I need help. A flat base hand, and that means the hand that you don't work with, and your active hand comes down onto it in a fist. Help. Now, this sign can move toward you, and it means I help you, and from you to me, it means you help me.
I help Sharon. Sharon
Sharon
helps
helps Larry.
me because she's near. Okay. Near. Near. Can you see? One hand's bent, the other hand's bent.
Like
they
this.
come at each other.
And they can come from
Near.
either direction. The one further away from you can come toward you. The one closest to you can go away from you. So watch this. I'm near Larry. He's near me. You see
I
which
can
hand
be
is working?
Very near. But not so near. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Flat hand, fingers together, touch your chin, and then go out to the person you're thanking. Thank you. Thank you.
Take 2 fingers. If after you
Put your
thank them, you
fingers
have to
together.
go, you go
You
in
have
a
to hurry.
hurry. Hurry.
Hurry.
Hurry. Take 2 hands, 2 fingers. Both of them the same way, left or right, people, doesn't make a difference.
And they chop up and down almost the way you'd hold the reins of a horse. Hurry. So you tell the horse to hurry. Hurry. And hurry up and wait. Oh, except we're going to tell you to wait this way because it's something you already know. Just if you can imagine how you would sign if you didn't know sign language at all, you might look at a person and say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You already know that, probably, and we want to encourage you to use signs like this that you already know. Wait a minute. That's a good gesture. Wait.
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 Okay. You know, you can do other things in sign language. You can sing in sign language. Sharon's going to take a song written by the Beatles, and it's called Help. I want you to look for signs that you already know, like help we just taught you, need, you, thank you, and We can help with sign language, and you might need some help with finger spelling. Remember we said that finger spelling is how we spell names, places, and things that don't have names. Like
Signs.
I spell signs.
That don't have signs.
Everything has a name. We finger spelled Beatles, okay? I could have said bugs, but that wouldn't have meant the Beatles.
But that wouldn't have been the Beatles, right? Because that's a proper name. We also can fingerspell a number of things like one of the words that we're going to need today, and that is bus. We'll teach you
Bus.
every
but to
one
spell
of the
bus
letters.
and Beatles, you need to have a B.
B.
Okay, take your hand. Put your thumb over it.
Thumb is flat over the
That
palm, and all the other
B.
fingers are together and up.
B.
Remember, your palm is always out.
The Cub
B.
Scout sign is a U. Okay, or the Brownie sign, it depends.
That's right. Brownies
Take two fingers.
Your two fingers are together.
Hold
and
them together.
Up.
We get a U.
U.
Make a fist.
A
And we
real
get an
fist with your
S.
thumb over all the rest of your fingers.
An S.
And that's an S. S.
O.
O. All your fingers are tight around your thumb. O.
O. And K. We
K.
seem to like O and K.
Your middle finger is straight out. Your index finger is straight up. And your thumb is on the first joint of your middle finger, or it's the middle one, actually. Put your thumb on that middle joint, and that's a K.
K.
We've
Okay.
already learned how to fingerspell two important words. The first one is what you ride on. A.
Try that again. It's a... And you should be saying bus as you say it, and not B-U-S, because most of the time you're going to see
Bus.
bus too fast. You can't do it. How about if
Bus.
everything on the bus is... Did you
Let's
read
see.
O-K?
Okay. Okay.
And on the bus, you might ride and read a book.
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 Now
Remember
notice how
your-
we double that O. We hold it closed, we open it, and then close it again. So it's B-O-O-K.
Some people might live underwater and they need to have a
Oh, yes.
A
They might need a
sub.
Sub.
Are you saying sub?
sub.
Again, sub.
You may not have to say it, but if you do pronounce the word, please pronounce the whole word and not the letters individually. Now, if you have somebody that you work under, he or she is your...
Right?
Let's read
He
that
or
again.
She is your boss.
Did you read boss?
Spell it again. Boss. Okay. And if I wanted to scare somebody, I might say,
Somehow that didn't scare me. Let's try that together. Are you ready? Did that scare you? Boo! Boo!
ooh.
Boo!
And if you're really, really upset,
Oh, I thought I'd scare him. Boo! And if you're really upset,
after someone scares you, you just sob. You
can you try that? Sob.
sob. Sob.
Sob. Try fingerspelling with us. Sob.
Fingerspell books. Okay?
You go ahead. And we'll try
I'm
it
gonna
with
help
you.
you.
Ready? Books. Put that S at the
Okay.
end.
Fingerspell boss.
Okay, you go ahead. Now.
I'm helping him.
Oh, you're helping him. Okay.
Okay, and the
Can I
last
help
one,
too?
fingerspell sub. One more
Sub.
time.
Good.
Okay, we're going to put this all together now in a conversation. We're going to sign this 3 times. First time through, we're going to sign it without voice. Second time through, we're going to sign it with voice. Third time through, we're going to teach it to you. Please follow us carefully and try and sign with us as we sign. Are you
And
ready?
see what you can understand. I'm sure you'll understand some, and some parts you may have to see a couple of times before you really understand them. Don't worry about that, because we expect you to practice, and then you'll get better and better. Ready? We're
Right.
going to sign the conversation. Did you
Did you
understand?
do good?
I think there was one sign I want to review for you. I'm not sure we talked about it. Pain, hurt, two fingers that go right in towards each other and then they might twist if it's really bad. Hurt
Headaches.
or pain. And it
Nose
goes
aches.
wherever the pain is. So you have a
Earaches.
headache, an earache, a stomach ache,
Shoulder ache.
a pain? No. Okay, pain. Now, let's see that. The whole thing again.
We'll sign it and talk it at the same time.
That's right. This time we'll
Ready,
talk.
watch.
Try it with us if you can. Are you ready?
Do you need help?
Yes. I'm looking for the hospital.
It's right down there.
Oh, a policeman told me to take the bus to the hospital.
That's the hospital near the fire station.
Oh, thank you. I need to hurry.
What's wrong? Are you sick?
Yes. I need a doctor. I'm in pain.
Wait here. I'll call for an ambulance.
Oh, thank you. That's okay. I'll take the bus. Did you get that?
Can you call for an ambulance in sign language now? Ambulance. Let's
Ambulance?
go through that sentence by sentence. First I said, do you need help? Try it. Do you need help?
Now notice your eyebrows are up. Do you
Okay, because that's the same
need
question
help?
as you need help. If you don't have your face, it looks like you need help. So we're going to say,
Instead of a question,
do
that's right.
you
Do you-
need help? Sharon says, yes, I'm looking for the hospital.
The yes is in my head because I nod up and down. Yes, I'm looking for, remember searching, I'm looking for the hospital. And I draw that cross on my arm for the hospital. And Larry said, tells me it's right down there.
It's right down there. We don't have to sign every single word in English. I'm pointing to where I think it is. It's right down there.
Some things take longer in English and some things take longer in signing. So this one's shorter. It's right down there. And it's obvious by where he points that it's very near. So I say, that's strange. A policeman told me, you notice the combination, tell and me. A policeman told me to take the bus, and I fingerspell bus, to take the bus to the hospital.
Okay, she pointed
different
to
hospital.
the hospital. Okay?
And it's not down there, it's over there.
Over there.
Over there.
Okay. And I said,
Oh, that's a different hospital.
That's
the
That's
hospital.
the hospital
Mhm.
near the fire station. That's the hospital near
Remember near?
the fire station. Try that with us. That's the hospital near the fire station.
And I said, thank you. Right to him because he was the one I was thanking, but right now I'll talk to you. Thank you. I need to hurry. Thank you. I need to hurry. And Larry wonders.
What's wrong? Are you sick? Okay, so I said, what's wrong?
Now,
Don't
again,
need to
it's a
sign.
question.
What? Because the question's
What's
here.
wrong? The eyebrows
What's
down.
wrong?
What's wrong?
What's wrong? Are you sick? Pointing to her.
Now a yes or no.
What's wrong? Are you sick? And she answers,
Yes. I need a doctor. And I take my pulse, but I bounce up and down. I need a doctor. I'm in pain. I hurt. I'm in pain.
can move all over. And I say, wait here. I'll call an ambulance. Okay, so to the person you're doing it, wait here. Wait here. Don't move.
I'll telephone
an ambulance.
And you see that siren going round and round.
You didn't want to go on the ambulance, huh?
Thank you. And I thanked him, but now I'll thank you so you
It's a
can
short
see it.
ride. It's over there.
Thank you. That's okay. Remember okay? That's okay. I'll take the bus. Remember, I'll ride in. I'll take the bus.
That's okay. I'll take the bus. Okay. Did you notice let's review some signs now, okay? And we're going to take bus as the first one I want you to review. Try bus. B-U-S, but you're going to say
Bus.
Bus. Bus. Okay. How do you say doctor? Yeah.
Did you sign doctor?
Doctor.
Take your pulse. Good.
If someone's in trouble, how do you say help? Help. You'd probably say, do you need help? Ask Sharon if she needs help. Right.
You should have said, do you, with your eyebrows up, do you need help or help? That's right. Do you need help?
What's this sign?
Sick.
What's this sign?
That's pretty sick. That's pretty sick. I think he's close to, yes, the hospital. Hospital. Now, how do you get to the hospital if you don't take the bus or a taxi?
You walk.
Maybe, or not your own car, and you don't walk. Then you take an ambulance. Good. Can you put that together? To take, to ride in.
To ride in.
Sit your 2 fingers right on your thumb, and then go forward. Ride in an ambulance.
You know, we should say that there's lots of different meanings for one sign. This could mean ride in, to take, to have a seat in if you did it like that.
When you get on, this means to get on a bus or to get in a
To
car.
embark, to disembark, to emplane, to, is there emplane?
No,
to
to
deplane.
deplane.
Okay, lots of people getting in would be
Actually, you don't go. I love
Lots
it. He's
of
going to
people.
ride around. He's being very creative. If you get lots and lots of people get in, lots of people get out. Okay, you get in the bus.
and you
Get in the bus, and you
go to the
hospital. And who can you call if you see a crime? Can you sign that? Did you sign police? Actually, if you saw a crime, you might call the fire department.
It depends.
The police, because of the
call
badge.
the police. Let's try that.
Oh, call them on the telephone.
I would call the police. That's only for call on a phone. You can't, hey, police, you can't.
This
that would
means
be
that it's a telephone.
different. It's a phone.
And we should show them that the telephone can be handled in all kinds of ways. When you're talking on the phone, it's in your ear. When you're done, look what you do. You hang it up.
Okay,
When
and
you
some,
pick it up, you put it
and
up to
some
your ear.
hearing impaired people have hearing aids over here, and they talk on phones like this.
They turn them upside down so that the mouthpiece is still at their mouth, but the earpiece is down here so that it can listen, so that they can listen through the mechanical hearing aid.
How do you sign hurry? Mm-hmm. Hurry.
And what if you wanted somebody to hurry really badly? Then you would sign it like this. See how the face gets tense? It means that there's urgency here. Hurry.
And
hurry.
say it nicely. Say, please hurry.
Do you remember please from before?
Please.
Good.
Please hurry. Okay, tell me you need to hurry. I need to hurry.
And ask somebody, what's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Good.
And you
Remember,
could
your
say,
eyebrows are down. What's wrong? Because you're asking for information. What's wrong?
I could answer you, though.
Nothing's wrong.
Nothing's wrong. Shaking your head's real important in sign language. You could go,
Yep, something's wrong.
how about this sign? Okay, you know that means pain. What if I said,
That's a headache. That's
what if
a
I
headache.
said,
He's a headache. Somebody, no,
I'm not a headache. Earache. I'm sorry. Earache.
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 Eye ache?
Earache. Eye ache.
You probably
nose ache.
wouldn't tell me that you had a toe ache because it's too hard to go all the way down there. So you point to your toe and then tell me it hurts. A toe ache. This hurts, yes. That's a difficult position, therefore we don't usually sign it that way.
You see a fire, tell me you want to call a fire station.
I want to.
They don't know want.
Oh, you don't know want? Oops.
I'm gonna call
I'm gonna call.
the fire station.
Can we
Try
say
that.
I need to call the fire
I
station?
need to.
I need to
call the fire station. And we're saying house, okay? Tell me you need to go to. They don't know
Go to.
Go.
Need to ride to.
Ride to, meaning ride to. The
They
fire
need
station.
to ride to the fire station.
I need to ride to the fire station.
Good. And if I want to telephone, oops, I don't want to show you the signs. I'll pick something else. If I want to look for the hospital near the fire station, can you sign
See how
that?
she's finger spelling? I want to look for the hospital near the fire station.
Try that. I need to look for the hospital near the fire station. Let's try that again. It's a long sentence. I need to look for the hospital near the fire station.
So we hope that you're going to be able to maybe help a deaf person if you were stuck. Maybe if a deaf person knew CPR or was a fireman or something like that, they could help you.
Or if you needed to call a fire or see that a deaf person was asking for help with a
You'd
fire.
remember you could say it in lots of different ways, but now
one way is
you could say it
with
sign.
Say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Don't you think I'd like to see what you have to say? Even though the words sometimes just get in the way, it doesn't help to keep it bottled up day after day. When right there at your fingertips, you got a better way to say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Say it.
This room is so boring. Let's move some furniture.
All right, how about this couch over there?
No, no, no. Let's move it so that it's facing the fireplace.
Okay, that chair over there.
No,
and
no, no.
that chair.
Let's put... Well, actually, we're not going to move any furniture. It's just our sneaky little way of letting you know that today we're going to be learning signs about furniture.
And other things around your house. So stay with us as we learn to say it with sign. Hi, welcome to Say It With Sign. I'm Larry.
And I'm Sharon.
Today we're going to be talking about furniture things. Kind of a strange thing to talk about, but when you think about it, deaf people, hearing impaired people need to put couches differently and other things like that because the sun, if it's shining in your eyes and you're sitting over there and looking, trying to communicate with someone, can't do it.
You need to be really, really aware. It's really a strange thing. I think people who talk and don't rely on their eyes forget that your eyes are muscles, and that's the reason you have eyelids.
And they get tired. Your
But your ears don't have
can't
eyelids.
blink. Your eyes blink, you'll be looking, and you might miss something. So you need to be careful to make sure, like a couch, okay, a real long couch, if you were sitting there and there and there and there, like
All
if we were
along the
talking,
couch.
and you were trying to look to
It would
conversation,
be like
can't do
watching
it.
sort of a ping pong match on both sides of your body. So it's a lot easier if there were three people talking for the third person to be across from us rather than next to Larry or next to me. Because then we'd have to be, whoever was in the middle would have to be looking like this to try to follow the conversation. Seating arrangements are going to be really important when you're trying to see
When you
each
set
other.
up a house, we have some deaf friends who, when they set up their house, they want beams just everywhere.
Posts.
They don't want any walls because for them, signing and seeing is very important. They want to look from the pass-through, see-through kitchen, hand things around and try and move things around in good places.
So that because you have to remember, if you want to call somebody from another room, if you're hearing, that's fine. You can just shout. But if
Can't
you're...
sign around the corner and
if you're
sign.
deaf,
So
that's
walls are bad. Tell them that story in restaurants.
Oh, you know, when you go into restaurants, that's another thing you might not be aware of. Or even when you make a dinner at home and you put on candlelight because it's romantic.
Can't see.
Our friend, we went to see Children of a Lesser God, the play, and it has several deaf characters, and one of them is a good friend of ours. And Julianne Gold and we were out to dinner, and we went into this big restaurant, and we were looking at rooms to choose which ones to sit in. And she looked at one room, and she said, "Please don't sit in there. I can't hear you in there." And it was the candlelit room. So we moved into the room that had better light, less romantic, but much better communication.
She can't hear if it's dark. Why? Lip reading, okay? You need to be looking at things. So I
And
remember...
signs.
And signs. She lip reads, looks at signs. Your mom and dad, when they come over and we want to have a nice, have the candle, turn it down. No, we turn up all the lights, we have everything going and signing. So how about at night when you'd come home from a date and it would be very dark and your mom would be waiting up?
My mother waited up, but my father slept. So she used to always require that when I came home from a date, this was long before I knew Larry, that I had to come in and let her know how the evening had gone and whether everything had been okay. So I would come into the bedroom and she would always say, "Don't turn on the light, but just sign into my hand." And she would feel my hand to understand the things that I was trying to tell her.
I hope they were nice things. I promised you we
Always.
were going to learn about furniture. Let's teach you the sign for furniture. Pick up your hands, like this. Put one finger down on your thumb and shake it, furniture. If you do it like that, it's French fry. So we want to go furniture, furniture. How about a television? A television, a TV. Okay, we take a T, which is all of our hands, make a fist, and through your first finger and your second finger, stick your thumb like you're grabbing a kid's nose, T, and then to a V. TV, TV. Often you see it twice. TV, TV. A couch. A couch. Take our hands, bend our 2 fingers down, put them down, make a long couch, a longer couch. You can move a couch all over the place.
You should tell him this is your fingers show your legs sitting on the couch.
Really? I'm kind of sit like with my... All right. How about a chair? A chair. A chair. Take one hand like this with kind of 2 fingers sticking out. Another hand, bend your fingers over. Yeah, your legs are swinging there. Chair. We have another kind of a chair. We have a rocking chair. Pick up your hands. Take one hand like this, another hand like this. Lefties, no problem. Same. Rocking chair. One of those where you tip over. A table. A table. Pick up your hands like this. Put them down. Table and...
I'm just looking. I'm thinking it's like putting your elbows on the table, you know?
And a floor. A floor. Could be down there. Could be a ceiling. A floor.
Because it represents just a flat surface. Now, if you want something, put your hands straight out, flat palms up, and bring them into almost a claw towards yourself. Pull them in. There you go, and I want it. And if you want it really badly, then you pull it in pretty tightly. I want. But don't end up any smaller. It's still a claw. And then I want to have things. So I put my fingertips on my chest, and I bend right at that main knuckle. Have, or possess. Have. Remember pointing. Very important in sign language. I, you, it, point to some other thing, and we, the 2 of us, or all of us, we. So whatever you point at, that's the thing you mean. I, you, it, we. And then to ask the question, why? Point to your head with all of your fingers, a flat hand, and then pull away with just your baby finger and your thumb now sticking out. So as you pull the hand away and down, the baby finger and the thumb stay out. Why? Why? Width. Put your 2 fists together with your thumbs on top. And if you notice, one hand's here, and pretty soon they're with each other. So there we go, width. Width. When we talk about time, we use signs that are separate, and this is one of them. Already. Take 5 fingers on each hand, and they're open, and then start with your palms towards yourself and turn them away from you. Already. And it represents completed action. Already. And then remember you saw a chair? Well, now you're going to sit down on the chair, or sit down on anything. There you go. The same 2 fingers that you sit on, the same 2 fingers that represent the legs, and then you slowly get into position.
This is going to be sit, and this was chair. How about new? New. Take one hand out, put a little bit of peanut butter there, and scrape it off. New. New.
It's new peanut butter. New peanut butter. New.
But that peanut butter is
old.
Old?
Now, remember, the more sort of squiggles you put in it, the older it becomes. Old.
Old. Color.
Color.
Color. Take your fingers. Wiggle them in front of your face. Left-handed people, wiggle your left-handed fingers in front of
I
your
just
face.
thought of a way to remember this. I don't know. If you pat your face like that, it causes color to come to your face, so think of it under your chin. You're getting color in your chin. Color.
Okay.
And the opposite of color is black. Well, all colors is black.
All right.
Index finger right across your forehead. Black.
Black.
And the opposite of black now, white. Put all of your fingers open on your chest, pull them out, and close them. When it's all done, your thumb's going to be up against your fingers.
Starts out flat against your chest, pulls out white. White.
Now watch it. Notice that when you're all done, your hand is still in the same position, but I'm going to turn it around so you can see what happens when it's all done. White. But now, watch what really happens. You end up with your hand still facing
Try
yourself.
signing it with us. Pick up your hands.
White.
White. And if it's really white, it's... Okay, expensive. We have assigned money. And we're going to go, whoa, a lot of money.
Expensive. Expensive. A very familiar word these days, don't you think? Expensive. Expensive.
And you could even reverse that and go...
It's not expensive. It's not expensive.
I want to look at chair and seat again.
Yes.
Okay, we have chair. Okay.
You repeat the sign.
Chair and
Sit down.
Chair and sit down.
Chair bounces. Sit down is the movement of sitting down, and then couch. Because of
Come again?
all the people, because it's the same position of these fingers. And so those are the legs all the way across. Chair, sit down, and couch.
Let's move around this chair. Take this chair, put it over there.
Very good.
Okay. You know what? I want to try and talk about a song, okay? There's a song. You can sing in song. You can sign and sing in sign language. I want you to look for some words as we sing a song called T for Two, and I want you to look for to, me, you, we, for, telephone, and have.
I'm discontented with homes that are rented, so I have invented my own.
Darling, this place is a lover's oasis where life's weary chase is unknown.
Far from the cry of the city,
Where flowers pretty caress the streams.
cozy to hide in, to live side by side in.
So let us abide in our dreams. Picture you upon my knee.
Just tea for two and two for tea,
Me for you.
and you for me alone. Nobody near us to hear us or see us.
No friends or relations on weekend vacation.
We won't have it known that we own a telephone, dear.
Day will break and you awake.
And I'll start to bake a little sugar cake
For me to take, for all the boys.
to see. We will raise a family, a boy for you.
A girl for me, oh, can't you see how happy we would be?
We will raise a family, a boy for you.
And a little girl for me, oh, can't you see how happy we?
Oh, can't you see how happy we?
Can't you see how happy we would be?
I love it. Let's do that again. Okay, we're going to talk about finger
Finger
spelling.
spelling.
Okay.
You know
when
that
I,
you
I
use...
finger spelled the title of the song. I said T for two. I had to go T for two because that could have been tea, herbal tea, some kind of tea.
And also because we often fingerspell titles, names of cities, people's names. At the start of the show, you might have seen Larry spell his name, L-A-R-R-Y.
If I wanted to specifically give you a vocabulary word and I want to say we're going to go donut, I'd have to go
D-O-N-U-T. But we're going to try not to pronounce the letters. Each letter at a time, we're going to try to pronounce the whole word. So we would say Larry.
Let's start with something we already signed, which was T. Okay, watch Sharon. She does all of her fingers down, puts her thumb in between it, our first and second fingers, and you have a T.
And you'll notice that your fingers are relaxed. And your thumb is between your index finger and your middle finger. There we
How
go.
about
That's
a
a T.
V? You learned it. Two
A
fingers
V.
spread apart. Two. Churchill's victory sign. Victory. V. This is also the number
Two.
2. So if I wanted to go, I live at 222 Victory Street. It would look like 2222 Victory Street if you're not careful.
So instead, you have to say 222 Victory
V.
Street with a little pause.
How about an R?
R. Cross
Pick
your
up your-
fingers
Are you
for
picking
good
up
luck.
your hands and signing with us?
Oh, please,
Take
for
an R.
heavens.
Cross your
Cross
hands.
your fingers.
R.
For good luck, I can't think of a way to remind you of this, but it's crossed fingers, just like good luck. R.
R.
And
Oh. Put all your hands.
press your fingers against your thumb. The pads of the fingers are all touching the thumb.
We haven't been talking about lefties.
Uh-oh.
Okay, lefties are
Left-handed
going to take
people.
their full hand, put it down, and make an O with the same
That's right.
fingers, just a different hand.
Just
O.
a different hand, right. Left-handed
Oh.
people will do just the opposite of all the right-handed moves, that's all.
Kind of a hard one.
O.
How about an E?
E. Take your fingers and rest them on the top of your thumb. Relaxed, but rest them on the top of your thumb. Those of you who have long nails may find that this is a real problem and painful.
Painful.
This is where your fingers rest on your thumb, and that's an E, and it looks a little like when you say E. E. See what I mean?
E. Okay.
E. Now
Can
let's
you
spell a
read?
few words.
Try this one. One more time. Are you reading two?
Two.
Two? Right now, you're watching.
Let's
One
try
more
it
time.
again. Did you read?
TV.
TV.
And sometimes when you go fishing, you have to use. Whoa, pretty fancy.
Did you read? Row.
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 Okay, how about this?
Hope you're reading rove.
Now,
Like traveling.
If
Rove.
you've been watching, you'll remember that we're not going to be saying R-O-V-E. We're saying rove. Spell out with us. Rove.
Are you
Pick up
thinking
your
about
hand.
going somewhere? He's really sticking on this word rove.
I'm ready. All right. And
Let's
remember,
try for-
you're right to.
Let's try that one more time.
It's your right to
Did you read
vote.
vote? Vote.
Vote. You know, after you golf, you're supposed to pick up your.
Want to try it again?
One more time,
See
your.
if you can read it. Did you
Spell-
read T?
T.
T.
And when you play Scrabble, you can cheat. Well, you can't cheat. It's not nice. But
It's
you
not
can use
appropriate to
how you
cheat.
spell letters. Which letter are we spelling? One more time. The letter.
The letter V.
We
V.
talked about vote, which we have a sign for. But if you vote, you can also.
The president and the governor get to do these things. It's. Are you reading veto?
Veto. Veto.
Veto.
Okay.
If you memorize things, sometimes you can memorize them by.
One more time.
Hope you're reading wrote.
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 Wrote. Okay. How about a conversation?
Yes. Let's talk to each other. And this time, we want you to watch. Remember, the first time that we have our conversation, we're going to do it without talking. So you try and understand the signs that we use. Then, we're going to sign with voices. We want you to try with us as much as you can. And the third time, we'll do it all of us together.
Watch carefully. See if you can understand us.
That's right.
Hope you did good. Okay.
Did you
Watch
understand
us.
that?
We're
We're
going to
gonna
sign
try
it
it
this
again.
time with voice. Pick up your hands. Sign with us,
With
please.
us. It's when
All
you
right.
pick up your hands, he means pick up your hands and sign.
I don't just mean to
He
watch
doesn't
the
want
show.
you just to
Hi.
pick them up.
We're just. All right.
Okay, ready?
I want a new color TV.
That's expensive. I want a couch.
Do you want a new black and white TV?
And 2 chairs.
We already have 2 rocking chairs.
That's so old. I want new chairs.
Why new chairs? The table and other furniture is old.
Well, you can sit on the floor.
Pooh. No way am I going to be sitting on the floor. All right. Let's teach it to you a line at a time. Okay, pick up your hands. We're going to sign it through. First time I said, I want a new color TV. Try that. I want a new color TV. One more time. I want a new color TV.
And now, let's
Watch your
answer
face.
with,
That's expensive. I want a couch.
that's expensive. Remember money? Woof. That's expensive. I want a couch.
Okay, I go, do you want a black and white TV instead of couch, maybe? Do you, look at my face, do you
See his eyebrows are raised? That means
Do
that he's
you-
asking you to answer yes or no.
want a black and white TV?
Try it
Again,
together.
the question.
Do
Do
you-
you want a black and white TV?
And we're going to answer, Remember, we can say yes just with our heads. Yes. And 2 chairs.
Remember, sit versus chair. Let's try that. Yes.
Yes.
And 2
2 chairs.
chairs. Now, this one's a little harder. I said we already have rocking chair. We already have a rocking chair. Let's try that. We go, we, her and I, already have, putting it in the past tense, we already have a rocking chair. One more time.
So you can make that rocking chair rock.
Make
we-
that rocking, if that rocking chair don't rock. We
Already
already have
a
a
rocking chair.
rocking chair. That's so old, I want new chairs.
So yeah, we're going to just say, that's so old. And we
Look at your
can point
face.
to the
That's so
rocking
old.
chair. That's so old. I want new chairs. Does this sound like a familiar argument? That's so old. I want new chairs.
Why new chairs? The table and other furniture is old, okay? Why? Try it. Why?
Why? And this time, I want to tell you where your eyebrows go. Your eyebrows go down because you're asking for information. There's only 2 kinds.
That's okay if you don't remember it.
That's right.
Try.
Eyebrows down.
Why new,
new
chairs, the table, and other furniture is so old? It's not really that old. Look at it. Why new chairs,
Eyebrows down.
the table, and other furniture? We don't need another.
I'm sorry. Oh, yes.
The
Just the
table
furniture.
and the furniture
Is
so
old.
old.
Well, we all know how to say well, right? Just pick up your hands and go, well, you can sit on the floor.
All right, let's try a review, okay? What's this sign? Furniture. Sign it with us. Furniture.
Furniture.
Some
And
people aren't
can you
signing.
tell me, please try and sign. He gets so upset. Can you tell us 3 different, well, I'll make it easier. 2 different kinds of furniture. Just 2. Tell me 2 that you've learned today.
Okay, we had rocking chairs. We had table. We had chair. Is
And we had
TV a furniture?
Couch. Oh, yes, TV. TV
We
and
sit on the TV.
couch.
How about the sign for table? See, I fingerspelled table, so I wouldn't give you the sign. Table, what's the sign? Good. Table.
Get your elbows off the table.
Okay,
Good.
give me 2 different colors today we learned. We learned black and white. Okay.
Black and white.
white.
Can you ask us why we are, why we are sitting on the couch? Let's try it together.
Whoa.
Why, with your eyebrows down, are you
sitting on the couch? Look at that. We sit on whatever the next sign is. Ask us why we're sitting on the TV. Why are
Eyebrows
you...
down.
Why are you sitting on the TV? Why is the TV on the floor? Come a second, come a second. Okay.
Oh, okay. Have you tried it?
Why is the TV... Ah, look, look, look. There it is. There's the question on your face, but it's down.
Down, right.
Why is the TV
on the, we're going to have
the-
to say on top of, right?
okay
On the,
on the
floor.
floor?
Or we could just point to it. We could say, why is the TV over there on the floor?
Tell
Now
me
let's-
you. What's a sign for already? Remember? Already. 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 I'm going to ask you, do you have it? And say, I have it. I have it. I have it.
have it.
I already have it. I already have it. Okay? I'm going to say, Please sit and tell me you're already sitting. Yes. I'm already sitting.
I'm already sitting.
How about some finger-spelled words? How about,
Oh,
good, TV.
TV. You may find this one a useful finger-spelled word. TV.
How about a baby who is a tiny?
Let's try it
love
again. Did you read tot? Tot. And how about people who travel do this?
I didn't even know that one. Let's try that. Row. Finger spell
Row.
row with us. Good. All right. The sign for white. White. The sign for black.
Draw a line right
Good.
across your
The
head.
sign for width.
Can you tell us that the black is with the white?
Black is with the white. Tell me the TV is with the couch. The TV is with the couch.
Ready? The TV is with the couch. The TV is with the couch. And maybe we could just throw in one quick note. You know, if you're talking about things, you can place them in space so that they're even clearer. You can say things like, the TV, which is right over there, is with the couch, which is right next to it. Do you see what I'm doing? The TV, which is right there, is with the couch. And I just moved my couch over right next to the TV. You can say things like, the TV is not with the couch, and show me where they are by signing it this way. The TV over there is not with the couch over here.
Tell me the TV is not expensive.
Good. I'd like to see one.
The
The
TV
TV
is not expensive. Aha. It's not expensive. Tell me the TV is expensive. The TV is expensive. Tell me black and white TVs are not expensive. Black and white TVs are not expensive.
It's like a spelling bee. Okay. Black and white TVs are not expensive.
Okay, so think about, where do you put your TV? Do you put it there with a long couch and everyone has to be signing or looking at each other? If
You mean
have,
your chairs in
I'm
the
thinking
couches?
your chairs, your couches, all kinds of things like that. I want you to really think about moving your chairs in the right
so that
places.
everybody can. The only rule of thumb is that you
Communication.
put all the chairs so that everybody can see each other.
We're trying for better communication between hearing people, deaf people, hard-of-hearing people,
Everybody.
hearing-impaired people.
Yeah.
So we want you to really think about where you do things, and if you have someone coming over who may be a little older or maybe can't hear so well, try and think, okay, I'm going to sit him there, we're going to sit there and do things.
Where there's plenty of
Practice
light.
your signs. Write them down in sentences. Pick up your hands all the time. Move them around. Fingerspell license plates and everything. But please always remember to try and say it with sign.
Say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Don't you think I'd like to see what you have to say? Even though the words sometimes just get in the way, it doesn't help to keep it bottled up day after day. When right there at your fingertips, you got a better way to say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Say it with music and we'll call it a song. Say it.
Watch this. If you didn't understand what we were just saying in sign language,
Then you haven't been watching us for the last 4 shows.
so, for the benefit of those of you who have been watching and for those of you who have not been watching, we're going to have a little review as we learn to say it with sign.
Welcome to Say It With Sign. Today, we're going to be talking a little bit about sign language interpreting. What does an interpreter do?
I think that one of the things that may be interesting is that many people who can hear and can sign both work as interpreters, and both of us did, when we were in college, work our way through college as interpreters.
That means that the interpreter sits in front of the classroom while a teacher, let's practice. Pretend I'm the teacher, she's the interpreter, you're a deaf person watching. I could be saying, and today, class, we're going to be talking about all the interesting things we're going to be learning about. Okay, look, she can do exactly, oh, why don't you sign for me? She can do exactly what I say. Okay, she can get behind. No, she just keeps going, talking real fast. She can do anything I say. Right, Sharon? Yes,
Right.
exactly. So that's what an interpreter does. They sit in front of the classroom and they talk for the deaf person hearing the teacher.
That's right. We sign when the person speaks, and we speak when the person signs if they don't speak for themselves.
Can have some funny things happen. Like Sharon has had the equivalent of about 6 or 7 BA degrees because she's, what have you taken, psych 401 and 102
8 times. On the
just
other
over
hand,
and
I
over.
still don't think I could ever get a BA in science. I don't know. But interpreting really has exposed me to a lot of areas. One of the things that I think is really funny is people sometimes forget that I'm the one who can hear and that it's the other person who's deaf.
They're confused. You were in that
Psych seminar.
psych seminar.
And it was just a big class, and one day a man came in who wasn't familiar with the class and started to speak to the group, and he kept looking at me and saying, "Excuse me, can you hear me all right?" And I thought he was concerned about the interpreter not being able to hear him, and so I thought he was so thoughtful. I said, "Thank you, yes." Then he looked at me again and said, "Can you hear me all right? Are you sure?" And I said, "Yes." And finally, the third time, he looked at the other people in the room and he said, "I think this lady is having a problem hearing me because she's signing." And finally, somebody explained to him that the problem was that I could hear, but I was signing for the person across the room who was deaf.
And then he finally asked the deaf person, "Can you hear?" And he went,
No,
"No,
I
that's why I need her." A psychiatric setting in an
Oh.
institute.
One day I went into a mental ward, and you know, interpreters work in all kinds of settings, in colleges, in hospitals, everywhere. This one day I was interpreting in a mental ward, and that's an interesting case in itself, but at any rate, there was a deaf man across the way from me in a circle in a therapy group, and another man who was hearing next to me who kept pushing my hands down. And he
I think
kept
this
saying,
lady is nervous. Look at her hands, just
"They're
keep
shaking."
moving around.
He said, "Her hands are shaking. Her hands are shaking." And finally, he interrupted the whole therapy session and said to the doctor, "Doc, this lady's really bad. She's so nervous, her hands are shaking, and she can't stop." And they tried to explain to him that I was just interpreting, and that's the reason my hands were shaking. Interpreting can be real interesting.
Now for review.
For
Okay,
review.
you've already learned this. My. Okay, take your hand. Left-handed people, left hand. Right-handed people, right hand.
One or the
My. It means also your, and it also means it's, like the cups or the chairs. It's.
Depending on which way your palm faces.
You, me, and it. The chair again, it doesn't belong to it, but it's it. You, me, and it. Remember yesterday? Just was a little while ago. Yesterday with your left hand. Take your hands, throw out your thumb. Go backwards for time in the past. Go forward for time in the future. Yesterday. The sign for already. It's a time indicator that shows time has already happened. I ate. I saw. Take your hands, flip them over like that.
Already. He was putting
Already.
together the signs for eating and then already. I ate already. I saw already.
Let's show you the sign for today. It's really two signs. Now and day. Take your Y hand shapes, your thumbs and your baby fingers, the other way around. Now and day. Today. How about father? Upper half of the face are men, lower the half are women. Father and
Because other signs about men will be on the forehead.
uncle, aunt, things like that. Okay.
Uncle.
Father, uncle, aunt. Mother. That's mother. Right? Meaning correct. Take your hands. Make your index fingers stick out. Your thumbs wrap around the rest of your fingers right on top of each other. Right.
Right. And then you can take those same fingers and go somewhere. Your fingers start by pointing up, and then they go to the place you're talking about. And if you tell me that the place that you're going to is over here, then your fingers will go over there. If you tell me that the place is over here, your fingers will go over to this side of your body. And if it goes often, it will mean that you attend something like school. So you go there often. So go one place like this. And if you turn it around, you come to, so coming over here is this way. Going over there is away from you. And you always have to remember where you put those things. And then we need things, so we need to learn how to say need. The index finger is crooked and downward motion. Need, need. And then if you need something, you certainly need help. Your hand is in a fist. If you're right-handed, it's your right fist, and your left hand is flat with the palm up, and your hand rests on your left hand. Let's look at it left-handed. Your right hand is flat, your left hand is in the fist, and your left hand rests on your right. In either case, you go toward the thing that is being helped, and from the one that's helping. So if I help Larry, my hand goes from me to Larry.
And I'll help you.
Larry helps me. Or, now if I'm telling you that he helps me, I start with him and I come back to me. And if I say to you, help me, I go from you to me. So help me, I help you. Now we're going to learn the sign for seeing. It's an index finger and a middle finger open. 2 eyes, 2 fingers. And you start by touching your cheek and then going to the thing that you see. So I see him. He sees you. You see him. So it goes always to the thing that is seen. And work.
I can't see
Work. Work. Your fists pound against each other, but try not to hurt yourself. The palm is down on the base hand, and your active hand, the upper hand, is face out, and it bounces. Work, and if you're working very hard, you show that in your motion. Not. Your thumb pulls out from underneath your chin and away from your body. Not. And no, as in yes and no. Your index finger and middle finger are closed, and they touch down on your thumb.
You
no.
can't go to the store. Take your hand, hold on to the little merchandise, wave it in front of you, and you
Like
have
a
a
little flag.
store. A store.
Store.
If you eat bad food, you're going to have to go to the
Hospital. Make a little X on your arm,
With an
just
H,
like the
by the
little
way.
red cross. Mhm.
hospital. You doing these with us?
And
Hospital.
why might you have to go to the hospital?
'Cause
Because
you're
you're
sick. One hand
you
on
show
your
us
forehead.
on your tummy and your
Have
forehead.
Belly button.
Sick.
Sick.
Sick. Where? This is the question sign. Where? Where is it? Your index finger straight up and it moves back and forth.
I know where it is. It's
Where
over
is it?
there.
Over there.
There.
That's your good old pointing finger, and you can show us wherever it is.
There. Moves around.
And way over there is our home. Start with eating and end up with sleeping. So you start with a little O hand again. This means your index finger, your middle finger, all your fingers are squinched around your thumb. Squinched. And all of them show to the side. It looks like an O. And you start by saying you eat there, and then you tell us you sleep there, but it got shortened, and it looks like this. You touch near your mouth and then near your ear.
My favorite thing is
Home.
when Sharon tells me when she was a kid, when her mom and dad would take her places, she would want to say, home. Do it. It's so cute.
Oh, it's so cute.
It is. It's so
Oh,
cute.
when we were children, our parents would always talk to each other, and they'd never leave a party, and we'd stand at the doorway going, home, home, over and over again.
Home. You've been hearing that cute little ditty called Say It With Sign, that song that opens and closes our show. Well, now Sharon's going to be singing Say It With Sign. Sharon?
Say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Don't you think I'd like to see what you have to say? Even though the words sometimes just get in the way, it doesn't help to keep it bottled up day after day. When right there at your fingertips, you got a better way to say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Say it with music and we'll call it a song. Say it with your body, it's a dance. Tell the world a joke and we'll all laugh along. And you could learn to tell it with your hands. Oh, don't you think I'd like to see what you have to say? Even though the words sometimes just get in the way, it doesn't help to keep it bottled up day after day. When right there at your fingertips, you got a better way to let the world know what you're thinking. there's something very strong and very real. So say it with sign. You can say it with sign.
I love it. Say it with sign?
Say it with sign, yeah.
That means I love you. Let's try that. I-L-Y. I love you. Okay?
I love
That comes from the finger-spelled words I and L and Y. So in sign language, we can fingerspell things. I could say, I'm Larry, she's Sharon, and the song title, I said, say it with sign, because this might mean speech or hearing or anything exact. We have to fingerspell it. So we're
And
going to
this one kind of became a sign, but it was made from those 3 letters. I love you.
I love you.
You might want to try
We
that
got
one.
lots of
I love
letters.
it.
Ready?
Oh, yes.
C.
C.
Take your hand, make a C.
Yeah, it really looks like a C. Your thumb and all your fingers are curved around, and it looks like a C from the side.
A K.
Okay. Index finger straight up, middle finger straight out, and put your thumb right on that middle joint. K.
An L looks just like an L. Make sure your
Index
thumb's
finger.
way back there. Looks just like an L.
Yeah, let your hand be relaxed. Some
You
people
wiggle
put
it,
their
it means
thumbs up, and
library.
it looks uncomfortable. Yes.
L.
O.
O. You can see through it. It's exactly your basic O.
Fingers are squinched around your. I keep saying that word squinched, but they're
Squinched.
all tightened
Fingers
around your
squinched, yeah,
around your thumb.
O.
O.
B doesn't
B.
look like a B.
All your fingers are together, and your thumb is across your palm. B. A.
A.
These are all the letters you've learned so far. A is your thumb next to your fist.
Fingernails showing. Lefties. Left thumb across your fist. Left fingernail showing. A.
U. U is your index finger and your middle finger pointing up for a U.
U for up.
U.
S. Kind of like an A, but you move your thumb over across the rest of your fingers, and you get an S like kind of a
If it helps you to
punch.
remember, you can think of it as a fist and make that S sound real strong. Fist, because it's a fist for an S.
Keep your S here, lift up one of your fingers and cross it over, and you get a T,
A
like
T, see?
crossing your
T.
T.
Now, don't move into, there you go. Your thumb is right between your middle finger and your index finger. T.
V.
T. V. This also is the letter, it is the number 2. Your index finger and your middle finger are up and separated. Be sure they're separated so they're not like a U. V.
R.
R. Good luck. Index finger is crossed by
Not
your
that
middle
hard to
finger.
R.
R.
And
E.
E. Looks like an E up on
Looks
your mouth.
like your mouth is pronouncing an E, I suppose. All your fingers are resting right on your thumb and kind of relaxed. If it's too tight, it tends to be uncomfortable. There's the letters we've learned all week. That's
Let's
a lot of
fingerspell
letters.
some words. Try
Yeah.
this.
Let's
Did
try it
you
one more
read-
time.
Us.
Us.
Us. Let's stick another letter on that, and we're going to get a bus.
Are
Try
you
it.
reading bus? Now let's try a girl's name.
Okay.
One more time, let's try that.
Did you read Sue?
Sue.
Or did you read Jane?
Sue was
Sue.
the right choice.
In New York, you need to honk for a
Let's try one more time. A cab.
cab. You're saying it as you sign it.
A
You're not
cab.
going C-A-B.
Maybe, and if you were able to honk for it, you probably don't need one, but that's okay. A cab. I didn't want to give it away before.
Okay.
Now, if you like something,
That's right, I understand.
let's try that one more time. You care. Let's try
Good.
care.
Care.
And now, if something's not found, it might be
You're getting lost. What's that? Sign that with us. Lost. Okay.
lost.
You know what I lost? I lost my... And now I can't do something with the leaves. I lost my rake. Now I
He
can
lost
make up
his
my
rake, which is obvious if you look at our front yard. It's a rake. There you go. And now, if you throw something like a ball a long distance, I think this is the right word, you... Try it one more time.
Lob.
Lob.
And there's a spot on your...
I was going to turn around and look. Look at this one more time again. Are you reading? Back.
Okay, if you wanted
Back.
to put up some paper, you'd need to use a
Did you read tack?
tack. If you've been watching us, you should be now able to converse with us and watch our conversation. So now we're going to walk over to the couch, have a conversation in sign language first time. Watch a second time. We're going to be signing with our voice
talking.
and
right,
talking
because the
with our
first time we're
voices.
not going to use our voices. We're going to see if you can understand. The second time we'll use our voices.
Third time, we'll teach it to you. So pick up your hands, open up your eyes, and watch as we say it with sign.
Okay.
Understand all? Hopefully. How about telephone? Did you understand telephone?
Remember that from before?
Watch again.
Telephone.
We're going to sign it again with our voices.
Here we go.
Yesterday, I went to the store.
Oh, after the store, where did you go?
I went to the hospital.
Did you need help?
No, I went to see my mother.
Oh, is she sick?
No, she works at the hospital.
Oh, that's right. I called her today. She wasn't home.
Well, you can call her at the hospital.
You can call her at the
Yes.
hospital? Okay.
Please.
I'll call there at the hospital now. How did you
You're
do?
going to call her at the hospital now?
Now let's try it together if you didn't already try it. Already. Remember that? If you didn't already try it.
Yesterday, I went to the store. Pick up your hands and sign it with us, please.
Please.
Yesterday, I went to the store. Again, yesterday, I went to the store.
Now, if we sign go to the store there, then I'm going to ask him where he went at another time. I won't sign to the same place. Watch. After you went to, and I have to go to the same place as he did, after you went to the store, where, and my eyebrows go down, where did you go? I'm going to
Again,
go to another place.
After
you
went to, there's the store.
The store.
The store.
Now your eyebrows go down.
Where
to show the
did
question.
you go?
Did you go?
Okay, and I said I went to, where she said go to the hospital. Let's try that. I went to the
The
hospital.
hospital. Remember those signs? And I said, did you need help? And now I'll sign it to you as if you're my you.
Did you-
with my eyebrows up, because that means yes or no question, did you need help?
In English, we would say something to show that it was a question. In sign language, we just have the eyes. Did you need help?
And
No,
the
I
answer
went to see
is-
my mother.
I forgot.
No, I...
Oops, we even learned no today.
No. Yeah,
Mhm.
no. Okay.
Try it.
No, I went to, back where the hospital is, the hospital, to see my mother. Let's try that. I went to see
Oops, I'm sorry.
my mother.
Yes, I was saying hospital in there. I went there to see over there my mother. And then
You asked
I
me if she's
said,
sick.
is she sick?
Watch that. One question with one
Eyebrows up.
sign.
Is she sick? And then the answer is,
No, she works at the hospital.
okay, let's do it slowly. No.
No, she, meaning my mother, works at the,
point over
where the
there.
hospital is, hospital.
And then I said, foolish me, that's right. I called on the telephone. I called her today. She wasn't, remember the not sign? She wasn't home.
Well, you can call her at the hospital. Let's try that. Well, you can.
You can.
No can.
Oops.
Call her at the hospital, and you said, okay, I'll call her there now.
Now that's another fingerspelled word. Okay, I'll call there now.
All right, we have lots of words for you. If you've been watching, you should understand. Good. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
Give them one.
Other time sign.
The opposite, which is today.
Today.
How about
Another time sign. Oh, no, go ahead. This is not a time sign. Not a time.
you might have a fun time if you play.
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 And remember, one thing you can play is...
Golf.
I would have broken my...
If you're playing golf, you might, are you reading win, or you might lose?
Let's do those two again. Grab that upper hand. Win.
What's the sign for mother?
Lose.
All right.
On the chin.
Mother. Sign for father.
Father.
Very good. Sign for no. No.
Can we try some colors?
Okay.
Let's say yellow. Looks a little
Yellow.
like play, right?
How about blue?
His favorite color. Blue. Can you say the sign for color?
Yeah, color. How about the sign for green? Green.
Shake that.
Did you notice I'm having to spell the colors, or I'd be giving away the signs? I'd be saying green, and you'd know what I'm
You'd put
saying.
the sign.
How about when someone's done with something, you say, thank you. Thank you. Which is also the sign for good. How do you change good to very good? Yeah. Good. How about the sign for police?
Got this one? Do you remember ambulance? That thing, the light that goes around. Good. Ambulance. And there's another place that might be used in an emergency, a hospital.
Today we learned that. Hospital.
Hospital.
How about the sign for love? Can you say, I love you?
There's two ways we've learned. I love you.
And I love you.
love you.
Same meaning, same everything. How about I love bananas?
Oh, you just said it. Try it again. I love bananas. How about please sit in the chair? Do you remember that?
Please sit
and point to the chair.
in the
chair.
chair. Okay.
Please sit in the chair.
How about some more food? I'm hungry.
Okay.
How about peaches?
Peaches. Remember their soft skin? Peaches.
How about
Grapes. Remember they go down on
grapes
the
go down on the vine?
There you
What
go.
color are
Sit
grapes? Yeah, purple or
Green.
Green.
Some people say they're even white.
white grapes?
Maybe not.
Yellow grapes,
Oh,
maybe.
okay.
How about another color? How about orange?
Remember you squeeze that orange into your mouth? Orange. If you're watching us on a machine, what's the name of that machine?
A tape recorder.
A TV. TV.
How about some
And-
words? Give us the letter A. Very good. A. B.
B?
What letter is this?
I hope you're reading a C.
And this one?
No, I just scratched my leg.
Uh-huh. E. Can you say cat? Finger spell
Finger
it?
spell it.
I always like it when you say, can you say cat? And people say cat.
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 Now
That
tell
only
me,
happens when you're teaching sign language.
can we finish finger spelling and try another few signs?
Sure, go.
How about telling me what you are sitting on? Are you sitting on the floor, a chair, a couch, a table?
I'm
Let's
sitting
try
on
it.
a
A couch?
couch. You might be sitting on the
Oops. A chair.
chair,
Table. Floor.
floor.
Good, good. And now let's tell us that you have a chair. I have a chair.
You know,
Good.
some of the people might want some information on sign language books, on classes in their area, on some different things that may pertain to sign language. There's a place you can write to find out anything you want to know about sign language, and it's called the Silent Foundation, Post Office Box 1902, Beverly Hills, California, 90213. And those people at the Silent Foundation can answer questions.
Any
We'll
of your
write back,
questions, or
help
will
out.
certainly be helpful to any of your concerns. As you're practicing, we hope that you will practice with other people. We found that if you
Pull
have
them in to
any...
watch the show.
Yeah, pull them in to watch the show, or if you've got friends or family that are interested, you can teach them after you've learned it from the show, whichever is easiest for you. But it's always best to practice because you'll find that you'll get smoother and faster.
There's a
much
woman in my
better.
class that signs to her cat every morning, wakes up, her cat and her sit. There seems to be a cat food commercial on just before they watch. It gets hungry and then and the cat understands food now. She can say, and
Do
the
you
cat
want
goes,
food?
shh, over there. He says,
This is the first signing cat I've ever seen.
doesn't sign. It understands signs.
Oh, understand signs. I'm so
I wouldn't
glad.
lie. But remember, please, practice. Whatever you do, always try to say it with
sign.
Say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Don't you think I'd like to see what you have to say? Even though the words sometimes just get in the way, it doesn't help to keep it bottled up day after day. When right there at your fingertips, you got a better way to say it with sign, say it with sign. Run it by me if you would, a line at a time. Say it with music and we'll call it a song. Say it with your body, it's a dance. Tell the world a joke and we'll all laugh along. And you could learn to tell it with your hands. Oh, don't you think I'd like to see what you have to say? Even though the words sometimes just get in the way, it doesn't help to keep it bottled up day after day. When right there at your fingertips, you got a...
Hi. Many of you have probably seen this symbol before, and perhaps you were wondering what it meant. Well, it appears in promotions prior to the airing of certain television shows and just before some shows are shown on television. It's also shown in the printed listing of television shows sometimes. Now, it has a very important meaning, and we will be learning about that for those of you who don't know what it means, and even for those of you who do know what it means. Stay with us as we learn about this and much, much more, and how to say it with sign.
Hi, welcome to Say It With Sign. I'm Larry,
And I'm Sharon.
and she can sign with one hand.
That's right. I
That
have to-
symbol means a closed caption, a closed caption. And let's tell you what a caption means, okay? A caption, you explain it better than me.
Well, not really, but you know, many of you have seen foreign films perhaps, and when it is in a different language, then you can still enjoy it if you speak English by watching it with English captions.
I'll give you an example, okay? This is a caption.
It's a little
hopefully.
bit, it's a little bit like the bouncing ball that teaches you how to sing a song.
You talk and people are,
The
the words are going
appear.
by under you. Sometimes you'll see the symbol CC in your TV listings or in the newspaper for TV, and that means that the program itself is closed captioned,
Now,
CC.
Closed captioned is very different than open captioned. Open
Tell 'em
means
closed
that
first.
anybody who sees what it is knows what it is. Anybody who's watching will see it.
That means anyone who has a TV that's turned to that channel, bingo, there it is. Hi, as I'm talking, everything is going by.
In spelled out words. Now, closed captions are a little bit different. Those are using a line that's in the television that other people don't see.
You
and
have to
that
have
line needs a,
a special device which you can buy at a leading department store. And
It's called a decoder.
Decoder.
That's because it knows how, it's a very mystical machine, it knows how to read that 21st line in the
Decode
television.
it.
And it knows how to make your TV, if you have that machine, spell out the words.
So now your mother and father, before they never used to watch TV, and your mom and dad watch
They're glued
TV,
to the set all
there
the
it is.
time.
All the words going by. In fact, they even have, as different people are talking, they have those people's words over there, those
it's
people's
so
words over there.
interesting. If we were captioned, they have his dialogue under his body and mine under mine. It's fascinating.
Lots of people, other than deaf people, even hard of hearing people are buying the decoders now. Like there's a woman in my lip reading class who has one because she doesn't hear so good. So when she's watching TV, lots of the programs, she's missing lots of the words. So now she can lip read them, she can hear a little bit, and there
As the
by
words go
word,
by.
by word, by word, she sees the words. Kind of fun.
I know some mothers who want their children to learn how to read faster, so they're trying to motivate them by
Turn off
reading
the
it.
sound.
Yes, yes. Now, as we said, many things are captioned that are not using that device, but much more are captioned with that device because then people who don't want captioning, I guess, don't have to see it.
Right, if you don't have a caption box, okay, you'll never see it. So your normal TV, so the CC doesn't apply to you.
It's really interesting because it's opened a whole new world to many, many deaf and hard of hearing or hearing impaired people.
Okay, let's teach you a few signs. Okay, first sign we're going to learn is me.
Oh, me.
Me. Then you, and then it. Okay? Me. Take your finger. Point it to yourself. Me.
Remember, it's whatever you point
Me
at.
for left-handed, right for left-handed. You.
Right for right-handed.
Right for right-handed. You and it, or she or he or whatever. Mom. Mommy. Mom. Mom. All the same
Mother.
sign. Take mother. Mama. Mama. Take your hand. 5 fingers. Hold it up here. Wiggle it back and forth, or even shake your fingers. Either way. Mommy, mom, mama.
Why do I respond to this so quickly? Yes?
Baby, where are you? Daddy. Daddy, up. Upper half for males, lower half for females. Upper. Daddy, same sign, same hand, or different hand if you're lefty.
But just
Dad,
up above.
daddy,
There you go.
dad, dada. Used to. Used to. Take 5 hands, 5 fingers,
Whoops,
put them
5
together,
fingers.
put your thumb like this, and wave it in the past. If it's a long time ago, I used to be young, versus I used to be old. Used to. How about the sign never? Never. Okay, take your hand, put your fingers together, pull your thumb in a little bit, and make a 7 in front of you. Never. Shake your head a little bit. Never. And if you mean never, or hardly ever, never. How about now? Take your hands, bend 3 middle fingers down, and turn them around.
So your palms
And
are
then
up.
you're going to pull down, palms up, now. Good sign, it means lots of different things with now. It could mean currently, modern, now, today, this morning, now. Now, and if you wanted your baby to do it right now, you'd go, now. Now.
Do it. No question.
Baby does so good with that. I said, Megan, now. And she stands there. Then I go, now.
She
And-
runs immediately.
but often. Often. Take this hand and bend it down. Left-handed people, you're going to bend on your left hand in half. Often.
You
Right-handed
just work
people.
your way right out your hand.
Often. Pick up your hands and try it with me. Often.
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 And I often, unfortunately, buy things. Your base hand, which means if you're right-handed, your left hand is flat. And sitting with the palm up, your right hand, if you're right-handed, closes like this. All your pads
Hold
of
the
your
money.
fingers are together, and you're holding the money. You take it out of your reluctant palm, and you pass it to the other person. So watch the sign. Buy.
Bye.
Buy. Not that kind of buy. Buy. And I want to buy lots of things. Want. Take your hands, palms are up, and bring them towards you into claws. Want. Now remember, when you're all done, you're still in a claw. You don't want to close the hand, so it looks like this. Want. Want. I want to watch. So I take 2 fingers, index finger and middle finger, and I open them up. I have 2 eyes, and my 2 eyes are looking at something. I watch. So watch where it starts, right on my cheek, and then it goes toward the thing I'm watching. So if I'm watching you, wait a minute, watch them. I'm watching them, okay? And now I'm watching him. Ha, gotcha. Oh, no, I didn't. I'm watching him. All right, you can watch me. Turn it around. I'm saying you watch me. So wherever those two fingers point, that's as if it's your eyes or the person's eyes, and it shows where they're watching or what they're watching. And if you watch very carefully in this show, you will understand. Take your index finger and flick it off your thumb right here at your forehead. So your index finger, all the rest of your fingers are down, your index finger is curled, and then it flicks off your thumb right here at your forehead. And it might remind you of that idea, you know, the story about the light bulb going on. You see it in the comics all the time, the light bulb going on that you understand. Well, maybe if you think of it as the light bulb going on, I understand. And I can take two fists and push them downward. I'm able to, it's possible. Push down, I can, or someone can. Good, can. And then some. Now this means a part of, right? Some of the things, some of the people. Take a flat hand again, and for those of you who are right-handed, it's your left hand. Your right hand, if you're right-handed, comes down perpendicular, and then it comes backwards towards you with a little arc. Watch it if you're left-handed. Your right hand is flat, palm up. This is for left-handed people. And your left hand comes perpendicular to your right hand and comes in a little arc towards yourself. Some, or a part of, some. And I'll give you some cookies or something. It's something that you can't count. You know what I mean? So if it was like some flour, things like that. Okay, now shows. When you have action or acting, you have two fists, and they're right near your shoulders, and they go downward, out in circles, and then downward. Do you see that motion? In a little circle, and it's the backwards motion. If you were saying bicycle, you'd be going forward. You know, if you were looking like a bicycle riding, go backwards, and now close to your shoulders. A show or a performance.
How about a decoder? Because you need to have one of those if you're going to watch a show.
Remember, we were talking about that earlier.
Decoder. We're going to sign it.
A captioned box. Because it is a little box that you add to the television.
Pull them apart. Caption, box. And we'll say decoder.
Decoder.
Decoder. And our sign for caption is just take the sentence, caption it.
Sentence or caption.
Caption it, and box. A big box.
You can start with either side. It doesn't matter. There's a box. And then also, your index fingers touch, and that means also. 1, 2. Also.
And
also.
More. My baby loves that. She goes,
more of anything. More.
More. Okay, now we want to do a song for you. It's called Parents Are People. Okay, I want you to look for Mommy and Daddy and other signs that you already know. Sharon, you start it. parents, mommy and daddy put together. Parents. Lots of lines there that I thought I'm saying many. Okay, finger spelling. Ready?
Oh, yes, I'm ready to fingerspell. Now, we've talked about T, and let's show it to you because we're going to talk about a TV. So here's a T.
Remember how that when we signed finger spelling, okay, that finger spelling means to go Larry or Sharon. We're going to spell our names or places, or I had to say decoder. Okay, I couldn't say, because you might not know that that means it's a decoder. Let's go back to T.
Oh, now we're back to T. Okay, we're going to say T, and our thumb is right between our index finger and middle finger, and many people think of that as the story about how you take a little kid's nose off. And then that's the T. Okay, there's a T.
V. Looks just like a V. Churchill used it.
Two fingers straight up for victory.
Left-handed people, again, you're going to be finger spelling with your left hand. You're going to be going V.
That's right.
Right-handed people, V.
There you
and
go.
And O. Tell them about it.
All your fingers are squished together on your thumb. And if you look at it from the side, it has a certain opening so it looks like an O. And that's an O.
O.
And now we can learn how to say a K.
K.
Your index finger is straight up, your middle finger is straight out, and your thumb is right between those two fingers. And actually, your middle finger doesn't have to be out, it can be up, so don't worry about that. Don't worry about
your whole hand has to be up, though. This finger in front of the other one. K. Okay. How about some words? How about... Did you read two? And remember, again, you're going to be signing, thinking two
The whole
rather
word.
than T-O. Because it would be spelled two. How about
So
this
that
one?
you don't bore people with spelling words out for them, just like if you were saying on your mouth, T-O, people would get bored with listening to you. Okay, so we've got two.
How about a
and
real
let's try...
fake word? How about this one?
Oh, a fake word. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, now,
You're getting...
here's a clue. It's the first part of another word. Here we go. Ready?
Voo. As in
Voo.
voodoo.
Voodoo.
It's
Now,
hard.
when you double your O's, you might want to watch what happens. The O opens slightly and then closes again. So
Or
it
you
looks
can
like
slide
this.
it across and you could go voo.
That's right.
Voo. How about this one? We doing the same word?
I think not. I'm saying.
Took.
Are you reading that?
Let's
Took.
look again.
There you go. Try it again. Try it with us. Took.
And I
Took.
said,
I'm sorry. Here we go. Let's try this
oh,
one. Oops, wait. Let him read it.
okay.
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 Now,
How about this one?
if you're driving along and you want to get somebody's attention, you might...
Again, did you see
Toot.
toot? All right, how about
Toot.
this one? If someone whacks you in the chin, you might be
Let's try that again.
K.
Oh,
Oh.
knocked out.
Do you remember the dog in The Wizard of
Wizard
Oz?
of Oz, yes.
His
Okay,
name was...
His name was? Let's try it. Watch that again.
Toto.
Did you read it? Try it with us. Try spelling his name.
And
Toto.
And do you remember what she said? And she said, can Toto come...
Do you read two also? Two?
Two. Okay, we're now going to have a conversation. One sign I want to teach you before we have it is four.
Four. Point to your
Four.
forehead and then away from it.
Watch the conversation 3 times. We're going to have it first time through with voice, without voice. Watch us and we're going to sign.
You watch us and see if you understand.
Second time
Second
through,
time.
we're going to use our voice.
We'll
Pick
talk
up your
and
hands and
sign.
sign with us, please.
Oh, yes, please do try.
Must. Third
And
time
then
through.
Third time. We'll sign and talk, and this time we really want you to join in. If you're ready, join in earlier, okay? Are you ready for the conversation? Let's go. Did you understand?
Hope you understood. Okay, we're going to
Now
try
we'll
it
try it
again.
again.
This time.
With our voices.
With our voices.
And you
Sign
try
with
it with
us.
us. Try it with us if you can. Ready?
Do you want to buy a decoder for the TV?
Mom wants one too.
Then Mom can understand and watch TV with understanding.
That's right. And Dad can watch too.
Mom and Dad never used to watch TV.
Now they watch more often.
Decoders caption some shows.
I want more shows captioned.
Me too.
Well, let's buy a decoder.
Now,
Let's try that
let's
together.
teach it to you a line at a time. First, I asked, leaning forward and pointing to
And with
her,
the,
but we'll point to you.
and with
Do you
the
want
eyebrows
to
up.
buy a decoder for the TV? Let's try
Sorry,
it.
let me say that again with your eyebrows up, okay? So,
Do you want to buy a decoder for the TV? Try that with us.
eyebrows up.
Do you want to buy a decoder for the TV? You notice she signs caption box, I sign
Box caption.
Doesn't
matter the order, I guess. Okay, let's try it now. The
Mom
second
wants
line, Mom wants one, just desires that. Two. Also, Mom wants one, two.
Okay. Then, and you make with your face, then she can watch TV and understand. Let's try that. Then she, Mom, can watch TV and understand. Move your head up and down. She can understand. Again, then she can watch TV and understand.
Understand.
And it's true, your mom watches now and understands.
That's right. And then Dad, remember the sign Dad? Dad can watch too.
And again, the watch sign goes out to where you're watching. So we're talking about over there is a TV. So we're saying, Dad can watch too. Okay. In the past, they never used to watch TV. Let's try that.
Oops.
In the past, they, or Mom and Dad, never watched TV. Again, in the past, they never watched TV.
And that's true. Okay, now they watch more often. Let's try that together. Now, they, the two of them, watch more often.
Okay, and I said some shows are captioned. Let's try that. Some shows are captioned. Again, some shows are captioned.
I hope you're trying with
Good.
us.
Pick up your hands.
Let's try the next line, which is, I want more shows captioned. Let's try it together. I want more shows captioned.
Me too. Pick up your hands. Me too.
And then,
Let's-
this is just a gesture. You should probably recognize that anyway, right? Let's buy a decoder now. I'm always the one who says, let's buy
Let's
it now.
buy. You always teach buy. It's just not fair. I want to.
I think it might be preference that's indicated here.
Okay, let's try some signs.
Let's
What's this?
review and practice some of the signs we've already learned.
Test time. Now. Pick up your hands. Now.
And this is one of several time words that we've learned today. Now. Baby fingers out, thumbs out. Did you get that? Now. And what's another time word? Do you remember a long time ago or in the past? Used to? There you go. Used to. Just
Used
brush
to.
it past. Now, you'll notice that things that talk about time in the future move forward in signing. And things that talk about the past move backward. And right now is right in front of us. Right now.
What's the sign for dad? Yeah, dad. And the sign for mom? Good, mom. Did you notice how I went mom? Because if I went mom, I'd give it away.
Give it
Wouldn't
away.
be fair.
That's right.
How about the sign for show? Show, excellent.
And a decoder. Let's see if you can put those two signs together. Either direction can be
Good.
box with captioning or captioning box. Now tell me, I can understand TV. Let's try that together. I can understand TV.
Now remember, if you shake your head and you went,
That would mean
that
I
means
can't
you
understand
don't
or I
understand.
don't understand.
Try that. Tell me you don't understand TV.
I don't sometimes. That's right.
Turn on the
Okay.
sound and you watch it without your glasses.
Often I watch TV. Try that together. Often I watch TV. Now you change it and say often he, doesn't matter who, you just point out away, he watches TV.
Yeah,
Often
he watches TV. Again,
Watch that he stuff. I'm a she.
often
He. Point
He.
over there.
watches TV. Okay,
And can you tell me somebody's watching me, so that you point your fingers to yourself.
say that Sharon's watching you.
So it should look something like this.
Sharon's watching me.
And you should be pointing your fingers right to yourself, right?
This
She's
is a fun
watching me.
sign. You can do lots of things. You can go give some of the once over. You can
Spoon or moon or
you
whatever
could
it is.
avoid glances and you could stare each
Stare.
other in the face until the first one blinks. Okay. How about changing some things to a question? Ask me if I watch TV. Remember your face.
Your eyebrows should go up.
So it's, do you watch TV? Again, do you watch TV? And say that I watch TV now. I'm watching TV now.
Good. I'm watching TV now. How about this one? I want more TV?
Yes.
I want more TV.
I want more TV.
Now, make that a negative and tell me you don't want. Oh, I know you're
I
dying
want
to say
more
something
TV.
new here. Okay. I don't want more TV. I don't want more TV. Now, I'll give you
Tell
your
me
two.
that Daddy wants a TV.
Oops, a TV.
Tell me that
A
Daddy
TV.
wants a TV. Daddy wants a TV.
Now
and
tell me-
me that Mommy wants one too.
Oh, good. Mommy wants a TV, too.
Do you notice how we changed the one, because you couldn't say one, so we're going to say it to a one, to a TV, because the one meant a TV.
TV.
How about some finger spelling? How about, did you read two? And how about a teeny baby is a,
Tot?
whoa, what am I saying?
Uh-oh. You just said, I want a tot now.
Okay, so if you see the CC, remember that that means closed captioning. Sometimes
Closed
closed captioning.
CC.
CC. Sometimes you'll see the open caption. You'll remember that anyone can see it. If you need to buy something for the CC,
Closed captioning. Then you have to
Closed
purchase
captioning.
the little decoder.
the symbol is that little, it looks like kind of a Q or a TV with a thing under it. We want you to practice your sign language. You might try watching TV. If you hear some words that you know, sign them. Or sometimes you might see someone in a corner, pick up your hands and sign with them if they're signing
Maybe
away.
a few of the signs you can copy. And be sure that perhaps if you have people in your home or other people that you know, you can teach them and practice together.
But it doesn't matter, no
No.
matter what you do.
Or where you
Always
are.
Remember always to say it with sign.